So good morning dear students. So in today's class we are discussing the in yesterday's class we have discussed the definition of surface tension, surface energy, its units of surface tension, units of surface energy, okay, and its dimension formula also. Now in today's class we are going to discuss about a very important topic, relation between surface tension and surface energy. As in the last class, I said a definition of surface tension and surface energy. Surface tension is a property of a liquid by virtue of which the liquid tends to occupy a minimum surface area and it behaves as a stretched membrane. So that is called surface tension. For example, I said that how the insects are going to be stand on a surface of a water, that is because of due to this surface tension. There on the water surface is going to be behave like a stretched membrane. So now next there is surface energy. The potential energy of a surface molecules per unit area is called as surface energy, because whatever the molecules which are present in the surface or the surface of the water, those molecules they experiences a downward force. So this downward force, they will try to pull the molecules which are present in the interior of the liquid, they try to pull to the surface. So when they are moving this, when they are pulling these molecules in the upward direction, they are doing some work against the intermolecular forces. Okay. So whatever the work they are doing, that has been stored as a potential energy. So that potential energy of a surface molecules per unit area is called as surface energy. Now let me explain you the relation between the surface tension and surface energy. So for that, let us consider a rectangular frame, that is P, Q, R, S. Okay. Now this is a rectangular frame whose arms are PQ and RS. So here RS can be slided over the PR arm and QS arm. So this arm can be slided in the forward and backward direction. Now this frame, this PQRS frame, rectangular frame, it is being dipped in a soap solution. Now when I dip this rectangular frame in a soap solution, then a thin film is going to be formed on this frame. Okay, the inner side of this rectangular frame. So I think you might have experienced this one. Okay, so when you are playing in your childhood, okay, when you are dipping when you are dipping some circular frame into a soap water or a detergent water and you are making a bubbles, okay, a soap bubbles. So same like that. So during that, in a circular frame when you are dipping, some thin film is going to be formed in the inner side of this frame. So in the same way, here also a rectangular frame which you have taken here, that rectangular frame, it has been dipped in a soap solution and a thin soap film is going to be formed. Okay. Now, due to surface tension, some force is going to be acted in the inner direction. Due to surface tension, a force is acting by the thin film in the inner direction. Right? Now, so whatever the force which is acting here, that force is given by F is equal to T into, that is a surface tension, into 2L. Here 2L means the length of this PQ sides length, it is L. Now why I have taken a 2L? Because we are having the two surfaces. One is inner surface, the other one is outer surface. So for that I have taken here it as a 2L. So the force acting on a thin film is given by F equal to T into TL. Right? Now, when this RS is a slide which can be moved in a forward and backward direction, which can be moved for a distance. Say for example, it has been moved to a distance. This R dash, this dash, it has been moved to a distance x here. Okay, by applying some force, when we are moving this slide in the forward direction of a distance, how much distance it is moving? X distance it is moving. Okay. So here some work is done here. So that work done is equal to, okay, that work done is equal to force into displacement. Displacement is how much? X here. Okay. So whatever the work which we are doing on this thin film, it has been stored as a potential energy. So that potential, so whatever the work which you are doing, that work done is equal to the potential energy. Now therefore, the surface energy, as per the definition, we know that the surface energy means potential energy of a surface molecules per unit area is called as surface energy. So this surface energy is equal to the potential energy divided by area. Now we don't know how much area it has been covered. So that area is equal to 2L into X. This much of area it has been covered by this rectangular frame when it has been moved some distance X here. Here 2L is the length, inner and outer surface. 2L X is the distance for how much we are covered. So total area covered will be A equal to 2Lx. So therefore the surface energy becomes, as potential energy is equal to the work done, it becomes F into X. F means T into 2Lx. So in place of F I have substituted T into 2Lx. So therefore this is equal to the potential energy. So T 2TLx divided by this 2 So 2 will get cancels, x L will get cancels, x will get cancels. It remains T. So surface energy is equal to T. Here T means surface tension. So thus numerically the surface energy is equal to the surface tension, or surface tension is equal to the surface energy. Okay, so this is what the relation between the surface tension and the surface energy. So और एक बार आपको एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूँ, देखिए मैं यहाँ पे हम जो रेक्टेंगुलर फ्रेम कंसीडर की, ये थिन रेक्टेंगुलर फ्रेम है, तो जिसकी आर्म्स है पी क्यू आर एस. ओके, इसे हमने क्या किया, एक सोप सॉल्यूशन में डिप कर दिया. एक पूरा खाली जगह है, जैसे एक फ्रेम होता है ना, तो उसी तरह इसे हमने क्या किया, हमने एक सोप सॉल्यूशन में डिप कर दिया. सो डिप करने से क्या होगा, यहाँ पे थिन सोप फिल्म यहाँ पे फॉर्म हो गया, और इसका जो फोर्स होता है, थिन फिल्म का जो फोर्स होता है, यानी कि बिकॉज ऑफ ड्यू टू द सरफेस टेंशन द फोर्स इज गोइंग टू बी एक्टेड इन द इनवर्ड डायरेक्शन. So that force is equal to the surface tension into the length, that is 2L. So now इसे हम क्या कर रहे हैं, इस स्लाइड को हमने आगे मूव कर रहे हैं, मींस कुछ यहाँ पे कुछ फोर्स अप्लाई कर रहे हैं. कितना मूव कर रहे हैं, x डिस्टेंस मूव कर रहे हैं. तो कुछ हमने काम किया, यहाँ पे we have done some work here. So that work done is equal to force into displacement. Force into displacement x. So force is how much here? 2L into T. So T into 2L, that is x. So why I have written here this potential energy? Because so whatever the work we are doing here, that work done has been stored as a potential energy. So that is work done is equal to potential energy, which is equal to F into x, that means 2Lx into T. Now how much area it has been covered? That is area is equal to 2Lx here. So therefore surface energy by definition we know that surface energy is equal to potential energy of a surface molecules per unit area is called as surface energy. Potential energy divided by area, that is 2TLx divided by 2Lx. So potential energy is how much? 2Lx into T. तो यहाँ पे भी हमने सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दिया. एरिया कितना है हमें? 2Lx. 2 कैंसिल हो गया, L कैंसिल हो गया, x कैंसिल हो गया. Remains on T. So thus numerically surface tension is equal to the surface energy. Okay, note on this. So next we move on towards the next topic, angle of contact. Angle of contact. So basically we are having two types of liquids. So in liquids also we are having two types of liquids. There is a one liquid which wets the container, and there is a one liquid which does not wets the container. So there are two types of liquids. One wets the container and the other does not wets the container. For example, water and glass. Water wets the glass container, and here example, mercury. Mercury does not wets the glass. So there are two types of liquids. Now if I take water in a container, okay, now if it is filled with water, then we can observe that a concave meniscus is going to be formed. Okay, this is when water is taken in a container. It is filled with water here. Okay. Now in another container, if I take a mercury here, if I take a mercury, then a convex meniscus is going to be formed. Okay, so now here mercury we are having. When I am taking the water in a container, in a glass container, I can observe the surface of this water as a concave meniscus, and here convex meniscus we call. Okay, now if I draw a line from a point of contact, here the point of contact, if I draw a line, a tangent line, if I draw from a point of contact here from the solid surface, okay, so the angle between the solid surface and the liquid, this angle, this theta angle, is called as angle of contact. It is called as angle of contact. तो ये जो एंगल यहाँ पे जो फॉर्म हो रहा है, जब मैं यहाँ से कुछ मैं एक टेंजेंट लाइन ड्रॉ कर रहा हूँ मैं, और यहाँ पे इस सॉलिड सरफेस और यहाँ पे जो इनर सरफेस का जो लिक्विड है, ये दोनों के बीच में यहाँ पे जो सरफेस है ये सॉलिड सरफेस, और यहाँ पे जो लिक्विड है और टू द टेंजेंट, this angle is called as the angle of contact. सेम यहाँ पे भी ऐसा ही इसमें, so that is angle of contact here. Okay, so I will write a correct definition, a perfect definition for this angle of contact. Okay. So the exact definition is that the angle is the tangent surface at the point of contact. This is the point of contact. If I take for this one, so this is the point of contact. This is called as point of contact. This point, and here the angle which is forming here theta. This is called as angle of contact. The angle which the tangent surface at the point of contact makes with the solid surface inside the liquid. Inside the liquid. Here also it is inside the liquid, and here also it is inside the liquid. So this tangent, the angle between the point of contact from this tangent and between the solid surface. This is the solid surface inside the liquid. Inside the liquid means this is the liquid inside the liquid. So this angle theta is called as a angle of contact. Okay. So please note down this definition. So they might ask you in 1 marks also. This definition. Define angle of contact. Okay. So today we'll stop here. In the next class we'll discuss the next topic. Okay. Thank you.